those of you that follow me on Facebook, you probably saw that I posted something for sale. Been paying attention to all the True Street rules, and none of them say anything about methanol. That intercooled intake weighed 75 pounds. Plus an additional 5 or 6 gallons of water. So we are currently making the swap to methanol. And there's a long list of reasons why you would want to be on methanol. More power. If you know how to tune for more power with methanol, you can get more aggressive with timing. There's a long list, mainly weight. Weight is what I needed. This car is heavy. It sat at 3450 on E85. Now, a lot of these Fox bodies sit very, very light. So we've got to install this injector driver. My boy Ryan Plunkett did the cold side for me. Now, if you see some ugly spots on there, he was trying to teach me how to do it. And we didn't think through that this is going to show. But yeah, like right there, I got a hold of it a little too good. So a little too hot. But yeah, if you see some ugly spots on there, it was me. It was me. Let's get to work. Nothing on this thing is playing nice. I had to move the radiator because it hits on the pulley. So fab work. Just got done with the injector driver. The injectors are hitting on the intake. Picture here. It's either going to be work all night to get done, or throw in the towel. I'm not good at giving up, so we went ahead and put the radiator on. Here's the bracket that I came up with. Not the best. We'll probably revisit mounting this at a later date, but I really think that this is going to work out really well. So it's going to tuck the radiator right here underneath this. Now it's at an angle, right? So that bottom opening from the front bumper right there, it's just going to go directly into the radiator. So I actually think it's going to work better than what it did before. Cool better. And now we got all the room that we need for our pulley. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap everything back together on the radiator side. And I don't know, kind of feeling motivated now, so we might get some more done tonight. Well, we did not make it. 5 hours of sleep, 2 days. Worked on it last night until about 3 a.m. But let me show you what our downfall was. So these injectors, I had to build a little offset bracket because they hit on the intake. Now the correct way of doing that would be spacing it up so the body doesn't, but I didn't have the parts and I thought that was going to work. It didn't work. It leaked because the O-ring was all the way seated, but it was seated at an angle. So here's what we need to do, but I cannot run those spacers because I only have 4. So ordered some from my boy Justin Humphrey over at Snow Performance, and we're just not going to make it racing this weekend, sadly, or dyno. But there will be a dyno video coming, and Justin's going to be tuning it, so if it doesn't make the power that we want, we can blame him. Clearly can't make this up. Went to put water in it before we went to the dyno, and the radiator's just magically leaking now. So we're gonna pull it off and get it welded up. That way we can go to the dyno tomorrow morning. It is 3:52 a.m. We are heading to Dallas. Dyno appointment is at 9 a.m. It's like a 5-hour drive. 4.5, 5-hour drive. So hitting the road early coming back early. Rise and shine. Time to dyno. Bet she's gonna be cold. Not too bad. Good morning. Top her off with water real quick, put the cap on, we'll be good to go. Alright, so we tightened the front end down and added 2 more straps to it. Hopefully it don't come off, and turned it down. That was 17 pounds of boost. You hooked that time? Dyno went very good. So the last pass you hear, it popped. We lost the cam sensor, which I welded on the chassis, and that causes issues like that, even though I unplugged everything. Ended up making 1177, a little bit over 20 pounds of boost. We were just trying to get the fueling right to go to the track. Still very conservative with timing. Dyno number doesn't really mean anything to me. Now, especially that kind of a dyno number. The problem with that dyno, you'll see it in the first pass, the first pull, is it's really hard to keep the tire. So we were having to do a really slow ramp in order to keep the tire happy and not spin, and just not a whole lot of traction on something like that. So if we were going for a number or needed to really lean on it to figure out an issue, we would have to go to a hub dyno. And that's where you see your, 19, 18, 2000 range horsepower. Don't really see it very much on something like that unless it's a car capable of making 3,000 and they have it turned down to 2 or something like that. So we are gonna be at Bounty Hunters here in a week. Got to get a few things buttoned up, change out the cam sensor, and make sure everything's good with that. And we will see y'all there. Y'all comment, like, subscribe. We'll see y'all next video. Freaking idiot! I missed the last gas station, so we got to unload the old streetcar, go get some diesel for the pickup. Freaking idiot! Old streetcar. Roll the windows up and she rolls pretty good. Justin did a good job drivability tuning this thing. Can't ever be easy though. I'll probably hit that exit over there, and then as soon as I put diesel in it, leave the car on the service road. It's turned into a fiasco real quick. Didn't even let it warm up. I'm just trying to get to the gas station. That way I can get back there. I-20 is sketchy. We made it back with fuel, baby! So for everyone who says methanol does not make you lighter or faster, I'm sitting at a very similar ballast right now. Me in the car, completely full of fuel. The car scales very, very similar to what it did before. Don't mind our side to side, our tire pressures don't match. But we are 200 pounds lighter than what we were before. Same ballast. You tell me how that's not going to make it faster.